Look, when you have big goals and big health challenges, conventional success advice just doesn't work for you. You don't have the energy to hustle for 12 hours a day, and you don't have years to spend working through childhood trauma and limiting beliefs. But with a few mindset shifts, I've been able to create basically a perfect life for myself, even though I've dealt with autoimmune issues for 25 years, right? Long time. And I think those mindset shifts can do the exact same thing for you. So we're going to jump into number one, which is to chase one big goal at a time. We don't have to do everything all at once. I picked that up from Derek Sivers years ago. So let's say you want to master some new skill or build a new career. So you got to put your 10,000 hours in, right? That's about 3 hours a day for 10 years. In our lifetimes, we've got our 20s and 30s, we've got 40s, 50s, 60s, even well into our 70s to do productive work, to put our best work into the world. We don't have to do everything all at once. Set one goal and then get to work. Put your 10,000 hours in. Now, you might be asking, won't I just lose all the progress I made towards one goal as soon as I shift to the next? And the answer is no, but you do have to understand mindset shift number two, which is build systems that run on autopilot. Systems are the automatic routines of our life. It's the stuff that we do without much conscious thought. The way we get dressed in the morning or cook our favorite meal or get ready to go out, right? That stuff happens on autopilot. So if you're going to chase one big goal at a time, you've got to build some systems that will continue on autopilot once you've moved on to the next big goal you want to chase. As a musician, I made most of my progress in just a couple of chunks in my teens and 20s where I was able to put a whole bunch of practice time in. Outside of those chunks of time, I mostly just maintain the skill that I built. For example, right now on piano, I keep my chops up by just making sure that I put my fingers on the keys and I play for about 5 to 10 minutes a day. And as long as that is focused time, that maintains the progress I made in that big goal, even though I haven't been immersed in that goal for years and years and years. When you build systems like that, you don't lose the progress you made towards one goal as soon as you shift and start chasing the next big goal. Now, if I had heard this message years ago, I would have said, awesome, that sounds great, except where am I going to get the time to put my 10,000 hours in towards this one big goal? And that brings us to mindset shift number three, do whatever it takes to get control of your time and schedule. And this one was huge for me because ever since I developed autoimmune issues around age 15, I've only had on an average day a few hours of good energy. So having to give those few hours of my best energy to a day job was demoralizing because when I'd get done with that job and now it was time to supposedly, spend time on my dream and my goals, I had no gas left in the tank. In my case, I tried everything to get control of my time and my schedule, from traveling sales jobs to working nights to even throwing newspapers when I was a musician. But when I started freelancing, I was finally able to set my own schedule and choose who I came in contact with every day and get paid for results, not for the hours I worked. Now, freelancing or starting a business may not be the best path for you. I'm not saying you should go down that path. For you, the right path might mean getting a great job where you work remote, and that's worked well for my mom. But whether you work for someone else or not, the more control you have over your time and schedule, the happier you will be, and the more energy you'll have to put into your one big goal. So to recap, chase one big goal at a time, build systems so you maintain your progress, and then get control of your time and your schedule. Those are the three mindset shifts that work for me, and they all work together so that you can hit big goals even with big health challenges. Now, if you enjoyed that, you will love every video here, so go ahead and subscribe below because they all come from the same perspective. I believe you can engineer your way to success no matter who you are, no matter how you're wired, no matter what other challenges or health issues you might have. You can do it. I know I've done it, and every video here is going to show you some practical steps that you can put in place to get one step closer to your big goals.